Here we have the current stock market update for SOFI Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker SOFI. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts in the comments section below so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see here, share prices have now managed to sort of eke out a new high. What we can see here is that share prices have finally broken above the prior $8.52 resistance zone. This is an area that has now been tested on two separate occasions. We did see a bit of a failure here. Really not surprising to see something like that. Share prices have now found some near-term support right around $8.16. So we'll just write that in here. So this is sort of the near-term support zone that people should be watching. And then this more recent price high is now coming in at $8.60. So this is, on balance, this is a positive development here. It's kind of interesting that there's not very much follow through at this point. Share prices did sort of break above this resistance zone and then quite quickly started to fall lower. This is the 1 hour time frame. So each candle on this chart history represents a 1 hour trading period. So we can see here that share prices did sort of move above that prior resistance zone and then quickly fell much lower. So at the moment, this is not much of an impressive price break. And if we really go back here in the stock price history, for example, to the August 29th trading session, which would be back here, we can see that share prices were trading at, this would be $8.30, I believe, right? So the overall price movement here. So since the end of August, what we're looking at here is a price movement that has traveled from $8.30 to $8.60. So for the math majors out there, that would be a massive price gain of 3.6%. Not exactly much to write home about. This is really, you could really just buy the S&P 500 instead. In my opinion, I don't even know why we would bother with a stock like this when this is all that we can really expect for share price gains. And this was even with supportive fundamental developments taking place. As we know, there was a Federal Reserve interest rate cut, a fairly substantial one as well. 50 basis points is not a normal size rate cut. Generally what you see is 25 basis points. You also don't really see those occur right before an election. It's very easy for the Federal Reserve to be criticized as being overly political and as sort of helping one party over the other. If you do create an interest rate reduction right before an election, and that was also a sizable interest rate reduction. But as we can see here, all we're doing at this point really is just clawing back those prior losses. A lot of people were kind of sucked into this trade based on kind of hype that really didn't make any sense. And a lot of those positions were probably shorter term, and a lot of those people did probably close out at these lower levels. So 3.6% gain since the end of August. Not highly impressive. But what we can say here is that share prices have now managed to form some fairly strong support zones coming in right around $7.60. That would really be the line to watch to the downside, in my view. If we do see share prices break below 760, you would be trading below that double bottom support zone, and then in addition to that, you would be trading below the entire exponential moving average cluster as well. So really, this area came into contact, and part of the reason that this double bottom support zone was created in the first place came from the fact that this really was where the 200-hour exponential moving average was resting. As you can see here, there really was a test here on two separate occasions, and this also coincided with an important Fibonacci retracement level as well. So this really is now the downside to watch, the level to the downside that should be watched. And if you do see a break below there, you would then expect to see share price losses accelerate at the very least into $6.70. So that would be a level to watch to the downside. Looking in the other direction, what we can see here is that share prices have now, since we have sort of overcome this $8.52 resistance zone, as you can see here, I mean, these resistance breaks are just incredibly weak. I mean, we're looking at $8.06, $7.95. We weren't even able to retest that prior high. Then we've got, what was this, $8.30, and then $8.52, and now $8.60. I mean, it's just an incredibly boring sequence of higher highs. It is a bullish structure, I will give you that, but there really isn't much to get excited about here. The next level that I would be watching to the top side is kind of difficult to avoid at $9.18. And if we do look at the shorter term indicator readings here, we can see that the balance of the evidence here does still remain positive, even though there are conflicting signals here. So I'll just quickly go through this before the end of the video here. We can see that there is some downtrend momentum condition here that is starting to develop more near term. If we did start to see a price failure at this $8.60 level, I'm not exactly expecting that, but the sequence of higher highs that we've seen so far has been incredibly weak, and then we have seen share prices fall significantly afterwards. So if history did repeat itself, we could start to see the relative strength index fall and then start to threaten this uptrend line that does signify positive momentum here. Currently, this indicator reading has been tested 3 separate times, so it is fairly strong, and it is a bit longer term in nature when we compare this to the bearish momentum reading. So on balance, I would still consider this to be a positive reading. This is still a bullish reading, but it's a bit, it's just moderately positive, and there are conflicting signals here. So we really do need to sort of watch that price action right around $8.60 to see if share prices are able to sort of maintain themselves at this level. It does look clear that there was not a huge amount of stop loss activity, from short sellers at right around this $8.50 level. And I would actually argue that that's, a negative because, if there was a lot of stop loss activity here, you could have actually seen a bit more of an extension here to the top side. Of course, that did not happen, and it does seem that the stock is just not much of an interest here for short sellers at the moment. There are probably better opportunities in other parts of the market because overall, the trend activity here does tend to be very lackluster. It doesn't really move very much, and for people that are actually interested in making money, there are much better stocks to be looking at. So here's the current stock market update for SOFI Technologies, stock ticker SOFI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.